11 of the high school football season, the final day of the regular season. Hello, everybody. Carlos Roberto along with Mike Gonzalez. It's cold, it's rainy, and that's right. It's a little bit windy because it's November, Mike.
Right.
What type of football weather is this?
Playoff weather.
Playoff weather, most definitely. Hello, everybody. We are here and ready for the final game, Week 11, and it's going to be Weslaco High School taking on those Fresnos Falcons right here live at Bobby Lackey Stadium. A lot to be played for tonight because it is senior night here at Weslaco, and the Panthers looking to finish the season strong, Mike Gonzalez.
Exactly, Carlos. They're taking on Los Fresnos Falcons team who's already clinched a playoff spot. They are their number 2 seed in Division I. Will play Edinburgh High next week. A win tonight by the Panthers is an awesome momentum booster going into the offseason.
That's right. The Panthers are going to come out here. They're going to give it all that they have because they want to give the senior ball club, who's played very, very hard. You know, Coach Salinas' very first season here at Weslaco High School. They want to make sure that they end on a good note.
Yeah, we're talking about the seniors, Carlos, that are laying the foundation for the new era that we are in right now with Coach Michael Solis and his coaching staff bringing in a new system, a new philosophy. And these are the guys that have laid down the groundwork for the juniors and sophomores on this team.
Yeah, and Los Fresnos already clinched the number 2 seed in the Division I of the playoffs, like Mike said. But they also have a lot to play for here tonight because, you know, they're not going to come in here and just rest all their starters, are they?
Exactly, Carlos. the thing you want to do going into the playoffs is get that big W, the last game of the season, carry that momentum into the playoffs, unlike the Panthers who are just trying to play for pride and, you know, take it into the offseason. The Falcons have, you know, much more to play for, you know, get ready for next week.
That's right. The seniors had a dinner last night, and then today there was a pep rally. So I know the Panthers are pumped up and ready for today's game. Let's look back now at 2017. Let's take a look at some of the top plays for the Weslaco Panthers, and it all started in Week 2, and it was Jacob, this young man right here, Cavazos, running 39 yards for the score against Marshall, the second game of the season, and everyone was wondering, who is Jacob Cavazos? They found out on that play right there. Later in the game, the score was tied at 21, a little bit over a minute, and they give the ball here, or returning it, Peyton Knab, taking this one through that coverage and scored a touchdown. The Panthers go on to win that game after an onside, or after a kick was recovered by the Panthers, and Weslaco was already leading right there. Now they go against Mercedes here. It was a sold-out game at Mercedes, or at least on the visitor side. Tony Estevan coming up right here and making the terrific tackle, forcing a fumble, and it was picked up there by Enrique Guerra. Then against Hannah, oh, what a crazy game that was. In Brownsville, Sam Stadium, Jacob Cavazos, another terrific run for him. This one, he goes untouched, 69 yards to the house. And then same game, what about this play right here? Roy Trevino forces a fumble right there. Seth Sanchez picks it up, and watch him. He rumbles 77 yards. That's right, a good little block right there, and Sanchez takes that one to the house. Remember the game against Harlingen, so competitive early on in the contest. Marco Leal at quarterback finds Rolando Berones. What a catch he had right there. Stayed in bounds. He'll be back for a couple of more years. Then Matthew DeSantiago. Watch this play in the second quarter. He goes through the meat of the Cardinals. Watch everybody diving, nipping for his heels right there, but he scores. Great play right there for Matthew DeSantiago. And then another big play right here, Panthers versus Rivera. Matthew Carizales in Week 8 of the high school football season. A little interception right there. And a nice return for Carizales. Nearly got into the end zone. The Panthers do punch it in after that. And Week 9 against Harlingen South. Who can forget this catch right here? Devin Denna from Marco Leal. 1 foot in bounds. That's all you need in high school football. And how about some love for the offensive line? Yes, Elijah Banda, nice little run. Cody Rodriguez right there, your right tackle pulling on the play, and then he comes up. There's a safety that comes in your picture. He knocks him out, Elijah Banda, the junior offensive lineman, able to create a big hole right there. So some very interesting plays for the Panthers this year in a very entertaining season.
If you notice, Carlos, the majority of these highlights are underclassmen, and that's what makes it so exciting going into the offseason into next year. These are guys that are going to come back. They're going to be much more better. They're going to have an offseason under the new coaching staff. It's going to be great to watch. And again, the seniors, you know, we mentioned them, you know, Tommy Esquivel, Andrew Olguin, some of the guys we mentioned, Matthew Santiago, you know, contributing to the squad and having outstanding years for them.
Yeah, those seniors, they had to learn a whole new system, you know, kind of on the fly.
Right.
You know, Coach Salinas came in on the spring, and they didn't go too deep into that playbook, but they started to as the season continued. Here are some of the seniors that were contributors this year. Like we said, Estevene, Tommy Esquivel, Holguín, Matthew Lopez on that offensive line, De Santiago, Marco Leal, also Elijah Banda. I mean, those are some seniors there that were great contributors this year.
Yeah, exactly, Carlos. And I mean, we talk about Matthew Santiago. That's a young man that came into his own, into the system, had a big night against Harlingen, over 200 yards rushing, has 659 yards coming into tonight and 7 touchdowns. And Marco Leal, he's had his ups and downs, but never gave up, ran the offense, managed it very, very well, did some great throws, and comes in with over 600 yards passing and 4 touchdowns.
Great entertainment, very, very competitive. We're those seniors, and I'm sure they're going to, like I said, go out with a bang tonight. Let's take a look at some of the players that will be coming back for the 2018 season. That's right, we're still in the 2017 season, but let's look at 2018 and look at that. The cupboard is full with players. And right there at the top, Jacob Cavazos, Peyton Knob, 2 of the players that they're going to touch the ball a lot next year. Also, Jaden Cavazos at wide receiver, Cody Rodriguez, going to be one of those anchors on that offensive line, Devin Dena at wide receiver, Berones at tight end. And then on the defensive side of the ball, Bailly, Noriega, Roy Trevino, they're going to anchor the defense.
Yeah, that's right, Carlos. While we say goodbye to 22 seniors tonight, we have 30 underclassmen on the roster. We're talking about 23 juniors, 7 sophomores on the roster, starting with Jacob Cavazos, who we saw earlier with those big plays right there. Ended the season with 306 yards rushing before his injury, and threw for another 175 yards, threw a touchdown pass. And so he did a great job. And then Peyton Knob had 84 yards receiving a touchdown, and he had 4 receptions, also making that big time in the opener, that special teams return.
Absolutely.
And we also got to mention Jaden Cavazos, who's the leading receiver on this team with 18, 284 yards, 3 touchdowns. So those are 3 sophomores to start off with for next year, Carlos. And then you mentioned Cody Rodriguez, the right tackle, coming back, only a junior. Devin Dana coming on strong. So when you think about it, you're going to have Devin Dana, you're going to have Payne Knob, Jaden Cavazos. You're going to have a nice, guys that Jacob Cavazos can throw to, and then Rolando Berones, I hope I pronounced this right, only a sophomore, standing at 6'2", and as you saw there, his athletic ability. So, yeah, a lot of excitement for next year, Carlos.
And we really don't know as far as, where the district, because everything's going to realign. Come February, there's a realignment. Don't know we're going to be playing against the Harlingen schools. We're going to go back to the Edinburgh schools or the PSJA schools. So a lot is going to change between now and next year, 2018. So it's going to be very, very interesting.
It is, Carlos, because you never know what direction the realignment goes. Those are crazy. You can talk to as many coaches as you want, and all that is unpredictable. But the good thing I like, Carlos, is that this gives the coaching staff an opportunity to see exactly what direction they want to go with each player, where they want to line them up, where they want to put them, and a whole off season, and then they'll be able to get a non-district schedule ready in time for the realignment. And then once the realignment is announced, then boom, they can go from there. And I think the coaching staff would be much, much more prepared for next year.
I think they're going to start working out next week, from what I hear, hitting the weights and getting ready for the 2018 season. There's a big game tonight, not only here, but also at Sam Stadium. Weslaco East, sister school of Weslaco High School, will be playing Brownsville Hannah, and there's a lot on the line on that game, Mike.
There's a lot in the line, Carlos. The winner of tonight's matchup will clinch the top seed of Division II and will host PSJA Bears next week in the bi-district round. Whoever loses will then hit the road against Edinburgh Vela in the bi-district round.
That's right. We previously said that if Weslaco plays against Edinburgh Vela, then they'll be playing at home, but we got that incorrect.
Right.
It's actually going to be kind of like a seeding game. If Weslaco East wins tonight, they're going to be the number 1 seed at Division II, and if Hannah wins tonight, they'll be the number 1 seed, and they'll be playing the number 2 seed, which will be PSJA. So Weslaco East, the Wildcats, they win tonight. They're playing at home next week here, probably on Friday night, against the Bears. All right, well, this type of weather also reminds you that basketball season, it's already here. I know the girls already started. In fact, they're in the middle of a tournament right now. And the boys, remember them from last year? What a great season that they had. Remember the boys versus Laredo United South. What a game that they had right there. And you see that was against at Corpus Christi Carroll. It was a back-and-forth game between the Panthers and Laredo United South. They were down by 11 points in the fourth quarter. And we thought, okay, maybe that's it. But they scored 9 straight points, led by Matthew Almeida's 20 points. And off the bench also played very well in that game. The Panthers returned to the Sweet 16 for the first time in 10 years last year. Can they do it again? Well, Mike Gonzalez has a couple of guests down on the track to let us know about the upcoming basketball season. Mike.
All right, Carlos, thank you very much. I'm here with 2 guys that are going to be very important to the squad this year. Guys, give us your name and position.
Khalil Fino LSL, shooting guard. Braxton Bloomquist, point guard.
Yeah, you guys made it to the Sweet 16 last year, as Carlos mentioned. When you tied a school record, 34 wins. And I mean, so that is very impressive. But now it's a new year, huh? What do you guys have been doing, and what do you guys look forward to?
We've been working very hard over the summer. Day in, day out, coaches have been preaching that we have a big target on our back, and we've been working hard to make sure nobody can take us down off the top seed that we're at. And we're just looking forward to the new season and seeing what we can do.
You know what, but when it comes to Weslaco Panther basketball, I think you guys are used to having those targets in your back because you guys have won 6 district championships this decade, I believe it's 6. And how do you guys do it? How are you guys able to play with that target and still be able to carry that torch and keep winning those district titles?
Every day it's a challenge. You got to work hard every day. You put in the work, and the test would be easier. You put in that practice, and the test would be easier. So every day, coaches keep continuing to work us, and we're looking to look forward to the season and get some W's.
Tell me what it's like to play under Coach Valdez, because he's a legend here in Weslaco. I mean, as a young kid, his team was the first team that I ever followed back in 1987. That team went 31-2, which is remarkable. And I mean, just what is he like as a coach? And tell us how much you love playing for him.
Playing for him is very exciting. You know, as you said, he is a legend. He brings a lot of smarts to the table when it comes to basketball, and he just every day he gives us a new challenge when it comes to practice. You know, when we scrimmage up, there's always something new that he wants us to do, and we try our best to do it.
And my understanding is that you guys play your first game Tuesday. Is that correct? Tell us who you guys are playing against. Where is it going to be? And are you guys ready?
We play at Brownsville Pace here at our own arena, and we're looking forward to it. First game, get the first game jitters out, and then go from there.
So we encourage the community to come out and support the Panthers for their first game. But guess what? The girls also had a heck of a season last year. And in fact, they've had a great season this decade as well. And for more on that, let's send it to Carlos Robledo.
That's right, Mike Gonzalez. I am here with a couple of players. We have Emily Science, who's here, a senior for the Lady Panthers. Bree Benya is also here. And these girls, they've already been playing. In fact, there's a tournament going on right now, the Mid-Valley Classic right here in Weslaco. And are you guys doing well in that, Emily?
We're currently 4-0, but I think tomorrow is going to be a good day for us as we face Edinburgh High. It's going to be good for us in the way we get practice and we get to see how we play against one of our top competition.
All right. Okay. So I know that you guys were defending district champions, and then y'all went back to the Sweet 16. And Bree, tell me, can you guys do that once again?
I mean, of course, there's always a chance to do it. But it's just a matter of taking it one game at a time and getting those repetitions in order for you to get better.
Yeah, and I know you guys play a lot during the summer. You know, you guys play a lot of basketball. So what was it like during the summer leagues when you guys were playing?
During the summer, we played so much this summer. Like, it's crazy. We got so many reps in. We got to experience all the different competition there was throughout the valley and even upstate. And yeah, it was a good experience, and yeah, I'm gonna miss it.
Do you guys remember that game y'all had last year? I believe it was in San Antonio. It was the area round. The bus broke down. Emily sprained her ankle. Remember that game? I think we have some video of that contest. And what an emotional game that was. I know that was a game that was going back and forth, and y'all finally, pulled it off in the end. There it is, some of the video right there from that game. Emily, in fact, that's you right there.
Yeah. It was tough having a sprained ankle and going through that, but I was tough enough to get through it.
Yeah. Bree, what do you remember about that game?
I just remember us being down at halftime, and I just had that drive to, as well as my team, just to come back and just go to the next round.
Yeah, and that was really a tough game because in the next game y'all played at Roma against Laredo United, and that one you won. I don't want to say easily, but, you were able to take care of business against them pretty well. So that game right there that we're watching, that was really the tough game. What do you guys see for the future for you guys? You just going to take it one game at a time, or do y'all want to go back to that Sweet 16 again?
Of course, we want to get back to the Sweet 16, but I think it's all going to be it's all going to take place at practice, working hard at practice, doing what we can, working together, working to get better chemistry, and that'll get us back.
I know y'all have a pretty tall player, 5'10", Sabrina Cerda, just a sophomore on the team, but it looks like she's going to help out a little bit on the post.
Yeah, she's a big presence there on the floor, and she just needs a couple more reps in order to be where we want her to be, but she'll get there. It's still preseason. She has a long way to go, but she'll be fine.
Awesome. I know that the boys went to the Sweet 16. You guys went to the Sweet 16 as well. Do y'all ever get like competitive against one another? You know, like, hey, you know, you guys had a good record. Y'all were district champs, but we're 5-time district champs. Y'all ever, you know, go back and forth with that?
Not really. I mean, we're pretty close. We just,
Do y'all ever play one-on-one at anything?
I mean, I played Braxton before.
Yeah.
And I lost, but. I mean,
Well, I think we need. You know what? Let's compete against these guys. But
Let's
we're gonna do it on
settle
a
the
little Tykes hoop. How does that sound good? Let's go off the stage. Come on, guys. Let's get up over here. Mike, bring these guys over here.
Come on
and
over, guys. Let's settle the score.
Let's compete
Yeah.
against the girls against the boys.
Right.
You know, because you know, if you're playing on a regular hoop, it's going to be a little bit different. But here we go. We got your basketballs out here. We're going to go. Let's go over the rules real quick. All right. Vito and Braxton, how you guys doing? Good to see you guys. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up right here. All right. You're going to get right about right here. That's the imaginary free throw line. Okay. No lane violation. Move back a little bit. All right. So we're going to go ahead and shoot. You're going to shoot 4 times each. So we'll get your score, and then we'll see how the boys do. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Who's going to win?
Us.
All right.
Did you hear that? It sounds like a guarantee right there.
Emily, Daniel, you guys are going to retrieve the basketballs. All right, let's see how it goes. No warm-ups. All right, Emily. Shoot.
Air
Over.
ball.
Okay.
Oh, underhand.
All right.
Neither worked.
All right.
0 for 2
okay,
so
you want
far.
to shoot 2 more? All right. Let's shoot again. Come on. Take your time. There you go. Oh, bounces out. That one off the backboard. All right. 0 for 4. Are you sure
Okay,
you guys
guys,
are
you gotta
winning
redeem
the
yourselves.
tournament? Just kidding. I know. All right, Brie Pena. She says she's got it. Got to go traditional, off the rim. Off the other side of the rim, you got it surrounded now. You went to the right, to the left. Now this one's going right in the middle.
I hope Coach
Just
Fino
a
isn't
bit
watching
short.
this.
There we go. 1 out of 8. Can we get some help with the basketballs, guys? All right, guys. All you have to do now is to make 2 shots. Can you do that?
Hopefully.
Hopefully. All right. Sounds very confident there. All right, Braxton. Let's go first. 1, 2. You see what happens, Braxton? He spends a lot of time at the stock show, so he's always practicing these things. Let's
Either
see
that
how
or
many
he
can
goes to
make.
Chuck E. Cheese a
Oh, my
lot.
goodness. He's going to start. Oh, 4 for 4. Braxton Bloomquist already started with 4 points on the season. Khalil Fino. Oh,
Look at that.
another
Look at
one.
that.
I don't think we've. Oh, just
I
a
think
little
you
bit
guys
short.
go to Peter Piper, don't you, in practice?
1 more. All right. It's the boys who won. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. What's their prize, Mike?
Well, they get a handshake from us. They get to enjoy tonight's game, and I think Coach Valdez will be less upset with them tomorrow. I don't know about Coach Fino though. Good luck, girls.
Hey guys, thank you very much for participating. I appreciate it, guys. Good luck on the season. The boys basketball team,
Yes.
defending district champs
Right.
as well. So for Brie Pena, Emily Sines, Braxton Bloomquist, we got Khalil Fino here, Mike Gonzalez. I'm Carlos Robledo. We'll see you after the football game. Go Panthers.